So I had an interesting day yesterday. I got court papers. I got arrested for the dumbest thing all the way back in April. Standing in a location that it was closed down on a Saturday. It was a city hall. It looks like a public place. You literally walk under a gazebo. Public place. Anyways, I was bummed out, irritated, you know. I was like, I'm going to go watch a movie. So I decided to watch Jurassic Park. I saw the bad reviews. I was like, maybe I like something, or maybe it'd be so bad it's good. It's more so the second one, but not really. It was a god-awful movie. Terrible movie. But it wasn't so bad it was good. And that's what I wish. I wish it was so bad that I could laugh. But I was more like, why the whole time? This movie is convoluted. There's a million different things happening. And it's also like one of those things that you can't imagine what writers are thinking when they say, we have a dinosaur film, and what we're going to do is make this about bugs, locusts. This movie has a big thing about locusts. It seems like the dinosaurs were an afterthought. Like they brought in a different script for a different film and said, well, we have Jurassic Park. Let's just write in the dinosaurs on this script for this different movie. They're talking about company stuff. They're talking about crops. They're talking about this a bunch of random nonsense. My brain can't even process what's going on. As well as the introduction of random characters. A pilot character that has no relevance to anything, but we act as if we're supposed to care. It reminds me of Obi-Wan when that pilot died. And they have this moment of like silence, like, oh my god, this guy who you just saw for 4 seconds died. And so we have to care about this pilot character. Drives me crazy. Other random introductory character that just you have no backstory to, and the whole time that he's doing things, you're like, why are you making these characters do this when you could have done this yourself? You know? So, a lot of random characters. The villain of the movie is doing cliche villain things like constantly eating something or playing with something in his hands, villain stuff, you know? I gotta play with some random metal object in my hands. I was like, just grab a Rubik's Cube and solve it while you're thinking. So, he looked exactly like Tim Cook. Just, it was long as hell. It was a long-ass movie. It was long. The CGI got worse. It wasn't awful. Like, people were saying it's awful. I don't think it's awful, but it was worse than the previous movies. I don't understand why. Maybe because it was too long. It blew out their budget. And Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard was just like, I can't believe people get paid millions of dollars to not act. They didn't have a movie that allowed them to act, but I just watched them. I was like, anyone in this theater could do what they're doing right now. The separation of the OG characters and the new characters, when they met, felt so weird. Because they had nothing to do with each other. They randomly meet. You're supposed to act like it's special, but it was like the only characters you care about are the OG characters. These new characters, not only are they lame, but they're lame in this movie. They're lame the entire time. They had a plot that they didn't need to do. Nothing that they did affected anything. Because the OG characters accidentally did what they were supposed to do. Worst trilogy ever. I remember not liking the Hobbit trilogy because that was a bunch of nonsense about each one was declining. The Star Wars sequel, same thing. And same with this one. It's a terrible movie. Yeah.